Hi guys, well, here's my review of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. What I'm going to do basically is go through all the films, what I thought of them, and then give my thoughts on the last film. The reason I'm doing this is because the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 is really a payoff for seeing all the other 7 films. I would not recommend anyone in their right mind to go and see the last film without seeing the other ones. You will be confused as anything. They've now said, we've made this film for the fans. Don't, if you're going to go in and watch this as your first Harry Potter film, you've got no chance. So I think we need to basically go through all the films, what I thought of them, and why I feel the whole saga has just become as special as it has become for the movies. I mean, the books have always been special to certain people, but how the movies have become special to a more broader audience than even the books have been. Okay, so if I'm going to be reviewing all these Harry Potter films, I better put my Harry Potter glasses on, my 3D ones that I saw the movie with last night. I'll quickly go through all the other films and what I thought of them. Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, directed by Christopher Columbus. Childish fluff. I didn't like it. I resented it in a way because it did actually did better than Fellowship of the Ring, and I kind of felt like, why is everyone going on about Harry Potter when these fantastic Lord of the Rings films have come out? But Lord of the Rings, it didn't really affect Lord of the Rings because that became a massive, huge behemoth of a franchise anyway. So that was kind of silly of me. But I mean, the actual film itself, Philosopher's Stone, was childish fluff, and I didn't really appreciate it. And I kind of felt to myself, I probably won't go and see any more of these Harry Potter films. Luckily, the second one, Chamber of Secrets, my wife, who was a bigger Harry Potter fan than I was, wanted to go and see Chamber of Secrets, so she persuaded me to go with her, and I was a little bit more impressed. I thought the special effects were better. I thought the children were acting a tiny bit better, although still not great. And it was a little bit darker. It was a bit more accessible for me as an adult, and I enjoyed it a little bit more. But I was still kind of, well, it was okay, but I didn't feel the need to run out and buy it on DVD or anything. So then the third one came along, and I went there not expecting anything great. And I have to say, this is where I caught the Harry Potter bug. I sat there and I watched Prisoner of Azkaban, and I was totally enthralled by it. I thought this movie was fantastic. I loved the way the story dealt with the timelines, the different, the going back in time, and having the story go back to previous points in time and 2 different timelines running concurrently with each other. It was fantastic. And I still say, for me, it's the best Harry Potter film of the whole lot. That's not putting down any of the ones that come after it, because when I saw Goblet of Fire, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought it was a good adventure. A nice dark ending to it. Things were, definitely starting to go bad for Harry Potter, and gone were all the childish, fluffy nonsense of the first movie. And the actors have become a lot better now, and you couldn't see anyone else playing their role after 3 and 4. And I love Goblet of Fire. It's my wife's favourite movie, actually, out of the lot. Order of the Phoenix, which was part 5, was a little bit of a dip for me. I still enjoyed it, but I think this is where 5, 4, right at the end of 4, had started it off for the climax with Voldemort, because he's now properly back. And I think 5, 6, and part 1 of the Deathly Hallows, all of those are really now starting to build the story up for the climax in the 8th movie, and it can be a little hard going for you, but it's, you know, now that we've got the whole thing, it's definitely worth the payoff. And yeah, I mean, 5, a lot of story, and there's still some good action in it. Half-Blood Prince, probably even more story, more talking, more build up. But you know, you're these building these characters up, and you do care about them now, and you know, popular characters are starting to die, and it's, you know, it's definitely getting you involved in the storyline, and you do care about these characters. So you finally get to the Deathly Hallows Part 1, and I reviewed that a little while ago, and I did complain about too much talking again, and them doing all this camping, and, you know, and hiding from the enemy. But as I said, once you've seen the final one, it's a good payoff. Now you can watch them all together, and it's definitely worth the while. Because I'll tell you, if you're going to go and see this movie, I would definitely recommend to see all the movies again, just to have it fresh in your mind what exactly is going on, because this movie will refer back to previous movies, and it is handy to see them, have them fresh in your mind, to know exactly what's going on. The action in the Deathly Hallows Part 2, I think there's more action in this film than all the other films put together. And you know, they basically said, right, we've explained everything to you, let's just get on with it now, and get on with the action, and get on with the climax of the film. And they don't hold back. I mean, there's wizard fights, there's explosions, there's Harry Potter, he's having to find all the other Horcruxes which contain the souls of Voldemort. There's characters you've known from the first movie that die, and you know, they don't hold back, and you know, you care about the characters now, and you know, when they're fighting, you know, it's not just mindless rubbish that you're just watching. And when this is the problem, you know, with the blockbusters of today. You've got all this like action and fighting and people blowing up and dying, and when they die, you don't really give a crap, because they haven't bothered with any build-up of character and story. And with Harry Potter, they've done 8 movies, so now finally, when they give you the big payoff, it's all been worth it. And I found this film fantastic. I thought the actors, through, you know, the children actors have grown into the roles, and finally they're, you know, have been great for about the last few films. From 3 to, you know, to the last film, they've been fantastic. Of course, you have other great actors that like Sirius Snape, played by Alan Rickman, who was fantastic in that role, and I think that Michael Gambon, who played Dumbledore, did a wonderful job. He took over from Richard Harris, rest in peace. But I think that Michael Gambon actually was a better Dumbledore, and you know, but you know, all fairness to Richard Harris, but I really liked Michael Gambon's take on the character. So overall, the final movie, I just found it a wonderful payoff. I thought it was as best a climax of a film to a series that you could possibly wish for. Lots of tragedy, lots of happiness, lots of excitement, lots of adventure, lots of action, and of course we've got the main villain, Voldemort, who was great. I mean, Ralph Fiennes did a fantastic job there, built him up to be one of cinema's big bad movie villains, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought they did a fantastic job, and I felt very satisfied at the outcome. and felt that yes, it was worth going through all 8 movies because it was a very good final ending. Because you can watch films and sometimes a series will end and you'll be very, very disappointed with the payoff. I mentioned something like The Matrix, for instance, but this was not a letdown, and I wouldn't say it didn't quite beat Prisoner of Azkaban for me, but it's up there with the best Harry Potters, and easily 4 stars out of 5. I'll catch you later, guys.